Hey guys, James Mitchell here. I'm going to show you guys how to create a page on ClickFunnels 2.0. And the purpose of this is creating a page for your website. So that's what I'm going to show you guys how to do, how to use ClickFunnels for your website and create a page for that website. You can also create a page for a funnel or a course. But for this particular purpose, I'll be creating a page for a website here. So I'll go ahead and share my screen, show you guys what we got going on. So this is the website, and under services, so first we have a home page here that's already done. And then we have our services page. Our services page breaks down into each section. And then we went ahead and finished our domain support page, which is this page right here, where people can get domain quick assistance, get fast assistance with your domain and or DNS records, and then domain management, get access to 24/7 support, professional domain management services, 24/7 support. So those are the two things here. We went ahead and finished each page and check out for this, and this is live. $47 a month for domain management. And the quick assistance, I believe we set that to $197. There it is. So that's live. Now we're going to be working on the web design portion. So I went ahead and actually already created the page here, and it just says coming soon. So that's being edited, and our web design is going to break down into two categories for now. Overall, we have 5 or 6 categories, but for now, we're going to implement 2 categories, which means we need 2 more sub pages. So you'll also get to see how we're building this navigation out as well during this video. And while we're building out the foundation, web design is the next page that we're going to have Angelica do. Angelica is the web designer working on the design portion of this as I run through and build the foundation. Angelica, when you're available, can you get started on the web design portion? For now, we're going to have just 2 sections, service-based businesses, and then the bottom section is going to be e-commerce. All right, and then that will break down into our web design packages. And we'll talk more about that when we get there. So for now, when we're in our ClickFunnels 2.0 account, we're just going to click the sites section. Actually, real quick before we get into that, I'm going to go over to my products section. Yeah, we've already added our website products in for our e-commerce and service-based businesses, and those are ranging anywhere from 15,000 to 250,000 for the year, and that's the partner program actually. So 150,000, 100,000 for the year, broken down into monthly payment plans with a one-time setup fee. And so we're building that out now, and we need the pages to put those products into. And so on our website here, under services, and once we're on the services page and we want web design, we click learn more about the web design services, and it's the coming soon page. Now we want this to break down into 2 additional pages. So on ClickFunnels 2.0 in the editor, we're going to go onto the left-hand column and click sites. And from here, we can access this option down here in this new column that says pages. So we're going to click pages, and I usually just go over to the site pages so we know that, you know, that's where we're working with. And here are our site pages that we have so far. Bunch of site pages here. I'm going to do something real quick. This page was just finished today, and so the way I know that is by filling that description in right there. And we're just going to call this checkout. Okay. Pretty simple. Okay. And let's go back to our sites page. All right. I just had to do that to mark so I know all these pages are done. And so we're going to create 2 new pages, and we're going to copy the similar this similar style here. And I'm going to go back to our checkout page and just do that again real quick. Bear with me here. Right there. And then this. Check out like that. You guys can edit your handles any way you want. I'm picky. Okay. So we want to create a new page for our site. And first we need to create the page. So let's go ahead and create the page. After we create the pages, we're going to create the navigation and add the links into the navigation. So that way we can go to our website design services and be able to actually see some services here. So the template I usually pick for every page when I'm building these out is the coming soon page. Website design, service-based businesses. And then for the URL, we're going to have it /services/website design. /service-based websites. There we go. Service-based websites. And then we have a style here. Your style on ClickFunnels 2.0 is essentially like your font size and color and size of your H1 and H2. We'll get more into that throughout the videos that I do. Although that's more of Angelica's thing. She's the style girl. She knows more about the style than I do because, again, that's like design stuff. I'm the foundation. So just kind of building out the foundation here. This is how you create your page. Put your name in, and then you create your URL. Then you select your style. And then if you want it to be indexed by the search engines, you would just toggle this on. Okay. Now, I believe we have most of ours toggled on. So, but this one is definitely toggled on. And I'm going to run through my other pages real quick and make sure they're all toggled on, just in case you guys don't know if yours are. I'll show you how to double check. I got to get back into, I got to get out of here real quick. Okay. One other thing that you want to do too is pin this to the site pages. That's another thing. So we update it, but that's pretty much like the gist on how you create your page. Now, if we, in that option, hit the site pages option in the gear icon, go to the gear icon at the very bottom of that will be pin this page to the site settings, and then it'll appear in your editor, right? Otherwise, you'll have to go here to your pages and the editor is one of my favorite things, right? So now that we have a page created, I'm going to grab this link real quick. And I'm going to add that to the navigation. So I'll show you guys how to do that now and create a navigation. And I'll do another video on that as well as I create a larger navigation here. We'll go more in depth with it, right? But for now, I'll just show you how I'm going to add that into the navigation here. And ClickFunnels 2.0 has a cool thing called universal blocks. So if you have a universal section, wherever that section is placed on any page across your website, it'll automatically update on all of those pages. So it's a brilliant thing from a web design perspective. But this navigation bar, we're going to edit real quick. And under web design, we're going to add web design actually has to be a sub menu. So we're going to delete that one and create a new one. Website design, delete. When we create something, if we want it to have a drop down, that's called a submenu, right? This one here doesn't have a drop down. On the back end of your editor, that's considered an item in your navigations. If you want it to have a drop down, when you click this plus and create a new navigation here, if you want the drop downs, you have to click submenu. So our new submenu here isn't going to be located there, actually. Our submenu is going to be located under services. Yeah, under services. So we're going to go to this submenu and then click this button. And that puts that submenu directly under services. And here we are. So here we're going to call this website design. And I'm going to add the link that I copied. Oh, I didn't copy it. Okay, well, let's check it real quick. I just got to grab a quick link to throw in there in the navigation. So when you build out your navigation here, see website design is there now, and it's a submenu that allows me to shoot out there to another menu. But this link here is like, if I clicked on web design itself, where do we want it to go? And so we want it to go to /services with an S /website design. And that's pretty much it. So I want that link copied because the way we have our links broken down is by subcategories. And we'll get more into this, why we do it this way for SEO purposes, and Google Site Index, which is a whole nother video and a whole nother topic that I probably will end up doing in the future. For now, we're just kind of building this out manually and having AI write our copy on the page. So that's how you create a new page in ClickFunnels 2.0, and then create another submenu in the navigation. Now, I want this to break down even more. So what we're going to do is we're going to go under website, right? And we're going to find website in this menu here and click this little plus icon. And then we can add a submenu under that. Oh, I don't think it worked. So submenu under website. Oh, you know what? Small glitch. I'm going to have to reload. I forgot about that. Anytime you change something in the navigation, you have to reload your editor. I don't know if that is ever going to go away, so just get used to doing that. So we're going to go back to our navigation settings and scroll down to our website design. Now we can add another submenu there. And for this one, it's going to be called, for this, it's going to be called the same thing. In terms of the URL, we're just going to add onto it service-based websites. This is for businesses that are selling services through their website. Service-based. We're going to change the URL, service-based websites. Okay. And that's pretty much it. So we're creating additional navigations here for pages that don't yet exist. So I'm doing one more page for e-commerce websites. And that's going to be actually, I need to create these as items, not submenus. So there's going to be two items here. One item is service-based websites. We'll just call it service-based. website design / service based. And then we'll save that. And now this one, e-commerce. And we can do drop shipping too. So that's covered under e-commerce, drop shipping sites. We'll set the whole thing up for you, create the products. Our pricing is set in there. So as we build out these pages, you guys will learn about the pricing, the new price structure that we have. Services / website design / e-commerce. That works out so perfect. Boom. And then we save it. So now these are in our navigation. When it breaks down into sub menus, and then these last two here are items, service-based and e-commerce. All right. So the foundation for that is complete. Make sure you always save your work. And then we're going to create 2 more pages now. So now we're going to create 2 more pages, and these pages again are going to be site pages. Oh, I'm sorry, just one more. Service-based businesses. Oh, you know what? Service-based websites. Here's what I have to do. I have to go like this. You guys are going to get another golden nugget here on how to do something. If you have to change the URL of your page, you can do so in your page settings. However, there's something else you're going to want to do. Okay. I think, I'm not sure. I think it's going to automatically create a new URL redirect from that old website to the new one. So we're going to save that page real quick. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into that page. Web design, service-based businesses. Or just call it service-based. And the page title website design service-based. We're going to add our page description in there. Okay, so the URL was updated to service-based. And as you can see here, our URL redirect was created. So I'm just going to update the changes that I made and then go back in there. I don't like URL redirects just because I changed the URL. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my URL redirects and I'm going to delete that redirect that just happened. So I'm going to remove this redirect, and now that no longer exists. And you can remove as many redirects as you want from here, but you'll have to refresh your page every so often, or else it will crash. I'll try to get it to crash without refreshing the page, just to show you guys an example of that. So let's see, here's 4. I'm doing the 4th redirect delete. Here's another one. I'm going to delete this redirect. That's 5. Delete this redirect. That's 6. Eventually it will crash. Okay, we're done here. We're not going to wait for it to crash. Anyways, let's go back to our pages because We have one more page to create, and then I'm going to go back into the navigation and just double check the navigation before we do a test. So let's go here. Service, web design, service-based. This looks good. The web design, service, web design, service-based. I'm off by one. So what we'll do is we'll just rename this and we'll call this service-based websites. We're limited on characters that we can use for our page title when editing this description here in page title. This is what's called meta title, meta description. In ClickFunnels 2.0, this is where your SEO takes place. So this is like important to have good keywords in there according to what you are offering or selling or doing. All right, and then we'll need SEO images. We do that at the end. Angelica handles that, but there's where you put your SEO image. So when you share a link with somebody, that's the image that pops up. And here we no longer have our redirect. We just have our new link. So this page is good to go. And we can create the next page. And again, when we create a new page, I always use this template, coming soon. E-commerce. Oh, we'll call this website design e-commerce. Website design / e-commerce. Cool. And yeah, we want this to be indexed by the search engine, so we're going to toggle that on. And now that that page has been created, we're going to go in and we're going to edit real quick the SEO, the meta title, and the description of the page, which is what I recommend you do right after you create the page. So you don't have to start editing it. I know it will bring you into the editor, but we're going to just back out right after you create your new page because we still have some editing to do. This little gear icon to edit that particular page, that new page that was just created. And we're going to edit our page title here. And we're going to call this e-commerce website design. Or just call it e-commerce websites. There we go. That link looks good. We want that to be indexed by the search engines. And then our style is selected. And we want to pin this to the site pages in our editor. And now that that's the last page to be created, and we just assign that to our site pages, I'll show you where you see that in the editor. Okay, so one way to get to the editor is by clicking directly on that page or by going on your overview section up here at the top, and then it leading you to this page for you to then click customize. So this customize will lead you right into your overall editor of ClickFunnels 2.0, where you can quickly click on and edit any page that you want. And it's loading. I'm streaming, so it is a little bit slow to load. When I'm not streaming, this is one of the fastest web editors that I've ever used. You know, aside from like Dreamweaver, but like no one uses Dreamweaver to build websites anymore. So this is our home page. I'm going to check our navigation real quick. Okay, that navigation looks good. Now I'm going to just double check the links that we have here for service-based. It should say service-based and the other should just say e-commerce. That looks good. And because we pinned the pages to our site editor, they become site pages. And this is where they show up at the bottom right here. So now I can quickly click on any of these pages. And there's our few pages coming soon. Here's our checkout page. So I'm going to back out of here so that way Angelica can go in and do her web design work on our web design page, which I don't see. There it is. So it says coming soon, but it'll have two sections. One section says e-commerce and the other will say service-based. And yeah, so I'm going to actually get started here for Angelica by adding a section, another golden nugget. You guys can save universal sections. And so they just look like this. And now that's a universal section here. But what I'm going to do is unlink it. Oh, it's not linked. Awesome. Yes. Cool. So Angelica can edit this now for service-based websites or service-based businesses and e-commerce businesses. All right, so that just looks weird. E-commerce businesses. And then she'll go in and she'll edit those two sections, and they will lead over to the next two pages, which we will create. Oh, make sure you save your work before you leave pages. Save button and save often. All right, so that page is saved, and I'm going to back out of the editor so the web designer can go in there and work her magic now. And I will go over here and test and see if it works on the front end now, and see if our navigation and our pages appear on our website. So we're going to go to our services page. I'm just going to click the services button to make sure the flow through works. And then we're going to click on this web design button. And that leads us to our web design page, which I just showed you guys how to create real quick. And just like that, we have 2-3 pages created. They have to be designed, which is where the real work is. It's in the design work, which is what Angelica will be working on as the designer. So that's who you're hiring when you guys are hiring through this company, Social Media Marketing Pro, to build a website for you or a funnel for you on ClickFunnels 2.0. You can sign up right through the website once our services are live. Currently, the only services that are live through the website are our domain services. So if you click domain support, we have two types of support when it comes to domain support. We have domain quick assistance, where you can get fast assistance with your domain or DNS records right away, or you can hire us for domain management at $47 a month and get monthly management on your domain or multiple domains. So that covers multiple domains as well. So yeah, if you guys need support with domain, there it is. That's live. You can click learn more on either one, or you can just go right to the page through our navigation in the header, and that'll lead you right to the page where you sign up, input your info, and it'll take you to checkout. All right, so that is super simple. Of funnel and website using ClickFunnels 2.0 and their new platform. So that's where we'll be building new websites out on. Pricing for our domain help, $197 for quick assistance right on the spot. You pay, you get assistance, and we get the problem figured out within the hour. Sometimes things will take 2 to 3 days depending on which domain server you're hosting on. But for our domain management services, That's a little bit cheaper. That's $47 a month, right? But it's a 1-year agreement. So you're locked into 1 year. And it's 47 bucks a month. So at the end of the year, you're paying $470. But if you really know you just need a one-time help kind of thing with your domain, then domain management, or I'm sorry, domain quick assistance is probably going to be your best bet. One-stop shop. So yeah, that's where we're at with this website. I'm looking forward to seeing these website uh, pages built out, so that way you guys can start uh, ordering websites through us, and then we can get you guys making money through these websites. That's what this is all about, making money through your websites, guys. Automating the process as well. So I noticed there was actually one thing that I gotta go and do in the navigation here. I want to switch this domain support and web design in the navigation. So I'm going to go into our ClickFunnels 2.0 editor, and it doesn't matter where or what page you go into, uh, or at least in my case, because we have universal blocks on every page for the header. And so one of the first things I recommend you do is build the foundation for your funnel or your website with the handles and the URL. That's where I recommend you guys start. And again, if you need help with that, I got you. Our domain support feature is live. We can help with that. So here in our navigation, I want to switch that around, web design and domain support. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the navigation settings, and I'm going to grab it by these 3 dots here. And I'm actually just going to grab the website design and drag the website design up above the domain support. And that's pretty much it. Then I'm going to save it. Make sure you save it. If you don't actually save it, it won't publish live. And then once it's saved, that's all I need to do here. I'm going to back out of the editor, and then refresh my website page. And we're going to look at the changes here, and we're going to see how fast that took effect. Look at that. Now website design is above domain support. So I flip-flopped web design and domain support super quick in under 30 to 60 seconds. And it was super easy to do that. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it doesn't affect anything. So yeah, I'll talk more about universal headers. And that just applied that to across the whole website. I don't have to go into each page and edit and update. So I'll do another video about universal headers and how to work with those. But for now, that's what I got for you. That's how you create a page in ClickFunnels 2.0. I'll see you guys in the next video.